Okay, I'm going to give you guys a slight video tour of the new chicken coop, well actually old chicken coop with some new additions. We've got here, I put on some flashing just so when there's dripping coming off of the roof here that it won't go into the hinge that's underneath down here. And when I unlock this is the nesting box. This is where we'll jump in here and grab eggs once these girls start laying. If you can see in there, this is a divided nesting box. I don't know if it'll adjust for the dark, very dark in there. But that's where they'll lay, and then inside the coop, the main part, there'll be roosts. And like that. Then over here has been the labor of love, is this new automatic chicken door. So it's called the pullet-shut. It's operated by a magnet. It's actually a really pretty unique design. And it's hooked up with a battery that's hanging up inside that box right there. And it's also got a trickle charge to a solar charger. I haven't mounted it yet. It's going to mount outside from underneath this tent so it can actually have better direct sunlight. But to operate the door, you use the magnet to set it, but to just open and close it if I needed to get at them for some reason, I use this as the magnet. Not much to it. And then you just hold it there, and then away it goes. Opens all the way out. And it'll sit like this all day, and then at the time that we set, it'll close up, and then it actually waits after closing, and then after 30 seconds it will open all the way open again, just in case somebody didn't make it in, and then close after a minute. And then it'll do that in the morning again, ad infinitum. And it closes it. And this is a aluminum frame. It's actually very nicely constructed. Gentleman in Texas built this. Steel door. You can't push it in. Raccoons can't get up in here and pull it open. It's geared. It's very nice. There's a challenge to frame in here and kind of retrofit onto this coop that we bought last year with our first set of chickens that didn't last more than 8 months. So this is our new group here. We've got 2 Australorps and 2 white Australorps, or I should say they're actually an Australorp and Leghorn breed. So they lay white eggs. Australorps lay brown. They lay extra large eggs, and the Australorps lay large eggs. So we'll see how they all come out. They've got their food hanging in here. I'll swing over the other side. You can see we've got electric netting out here. It's actually not on right now, but all of this, you can see the wire in there. I think it's not focusing on it, but you know, this is actually very, very effective deterrent. We lost our other girls because it happened to be off, and the raccoons just pushed it down and then came right in, and we happened to have one of these doors just sitting wide open just like this, and they just walked in, went right up the ramp, right in there where the girls are sleeping. So this new door now is hopefully going to alleviate any troubles we have with that, as well as make our lives a lot simpler with making sure that they're closed up securely at night. And then we have a waterer here. It's got 2 of the little nipples, really great for not making a mess. And then kind of a standard feeder, which they're getting accustomed to. This is the first time they've actually been in this coop, so they're going to acclimatize to it for about 3 days, and then that's going to be, then we're going to actually set the door to open and close. But they're going to just be basically trapped in here for 3 days to figure out what's what. And then also we're going to have to teach them how to roost up in here. They actually have been roosting in their boxes currently, but we're going to have to teach them how to roost in the main part of the coop. I added some vents, and the same on the other side, just to give a little bit more humidity exhaust, especially when it starts getting cooler into the fall and winter. It's really important to have that venting. Still have to figure out maybe a light scenario, just so that they get more hours of light once it starts getting dark here at 4 p.m. So, and as you can see, we actually have this underneath a very large tarp. It's called the alcove, and it's got two-sided walls on it. Makes it really nice for keeping us dry when we need to come out. And then we've got our little predator light here. Heard good things about these, but I'm not sure how effective they are. But when it's dark, they start flashing, and then the idea is that it makes animals, if that LED is at eye level, it makes them very nervous. So that's the big deal. Anyways, it's just another way to keep animals at bay. And then we've got just some of our stuff stored over there. That's the poop bucket, their feed, some shavings, just some supplies. And as we can see now, we've actually got down a bunch of large 20 by 20 pavers. And this is so nothing can dig underneath there. And we decided to do that this year and do it right so that this was a lot more secure. You know, the yard came back nicely from the first chicken endeavor, but it looks like this won't be like this for very long. At some point this will be pretty torn up and picked through and scratched through, so we're going to have to figure out a way to kind of rotate and move the fencing around, which is a big advantage of this fencing. We've also put some reinforcement here to keep the tension on it, and also to minimize some of the hanging into the grass. We'll have to probably come in here and either put pavers underneath there, which I have some extra narrow pavers just to go under there, kind of a half brick, to keep it from sagging. And then yeah, and then we actually extended it down this little slope here, and the system works pretty well actually. We've got a little piece of conduit buried underneath. Just take this, kind of get it close to the post, and drive it in, and attach this over the top. This is, again, just to keep tension on everything. You bring the top over like that. Doesn't matter if it touches, it's all connected. And then grab the live wire from underneath. This is attaching to a little clamp here. It's hard to do this one-handed in film. Here we go. Something like that. There it is. That's all there. There's your nice warning. And that's it. And so that's kind of our gate scenario. It works for now. Then over here we have a little mosquito trap. It stays plugged into the same plugs that the Energizer's on. And the Energizer is actually located inside this box. I can flip this open with the lid. Lift it up a little bit. Yes, can't see, can you? And then turn it on. You can hear the fan on the mosquito vac. See the light on it, but that also is a audible indicator to us that the fence is live. We have a tester down in the bottom of this bag that allows us to just run around and test the fence line just to make sure, or each of the fence levels, just to make sure that the there's no break and that the continuity is still good. So anyways, that's the tour and that's the improvements that we've done. We'll see how it goes. Take care.